SERENJE, good morning, and you are welcome to your committee, the Committee on Local Government Accounts. Before we start our interaction, we have to level our playing level field. Our discussion must be at the same level. And members of parliament use Cap 12 of the laws of Zambia, which insulates them against any victimization of any kind or any court in Zambia. And we have to extend it to yourself so that whatever you may bring to this committee, we ensure that no one, and I mean no one, may prosecute you. And this is to the extent that you bring the true version of what is going on at SERENJE. And the same Cap 12 may be used against you if it is proved beyond reasonable doubt that during your deliberation you misled this committee. So misleading this committee actually is a prosecutable offense under the Cap 12, because it means that this committee will also mislead Madam Speaker and the entire House. So now I confer you with the same immunity that members of parliament enjoy, so that we can interact freely. This law is not there to intimidate you, but to give you more leverage, actually, to interact with us freely. Before we introduce ourselves, I'm just sitting in for my chairman. In case you see me stepping away, I'm not running away, but I'm just giving authority to who is given the authority to chair this meeting. We shall start by introductions. You introduce yourself, CS, and you allow your colleagues to also introduce themselves, and then we'll go around until we get to a point where we begin our interaction. So CS, you may introduce yourself. And we are live. I'm sure you know that we are live. So immediately you finish, you switch off your mic and you allow another person switch on, just like that, until we...
Thank you very much, Chair. Good morning to you and your committee.
Good morning.
Morning, the permanent witnesses, and morning, Secretariat. My name is Stan Mwanakayaya. I'm the Council Secretary for SERENJE Town Council. Allow me now, Chair, to also call upon my team to introduce themselves.
Good morning, Chair, and good morning, honorable members, including the permanent witnesses. My name is Mafita Mtonga. I'm the Director Engineering.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable members of Parliament. My name is Daka Yamikani. I'm the Internal Auditor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Chair, and good morning, members of the committee. My name is George Mutika, the Chief Accountant.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable members of Parliament and permanent witnesses. My name is Mwamba Mkupa. I'm the Director Planning.
Thank you. Our permanent witnesses, starting with the Auditor General's office.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Siame Devi. I'm representing the Auditor General. I'll ask my colleague to introduce herself. Thank you.
Morning, Chair. Morning, honorable members. My name is Medrin Mumba, Principal Auditor, Central Province.
Morning, Chair, and good morning, honorable members of the committee, and good morning, SERENJE Town Council. My name is Oscar Nyarenda from the Office of the Accountant General, Ministry of Finance.
Good morning, Chairperson. Good morning, honorable members. Good morning, SERENJE Town Council. My name is Naslele Lubasi, presenting the Local Government Service Commission.
Secretariat.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Masiliso Muyangwa from the Office of the Clerk. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rachel Chileshe from the Office of the Clerk. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair, and good morning, honorable members of Parliament and our permanent witnesses. Serenje Town Council, you're welcome. Emmanuel Walia from the Office of the Clerk.
Honorable members, starting with my far right.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson, and good morning. Good morning, everyone present in this House. And good morning, Serenje Town Council. I didn't hear the name very well. Manakayaya.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Mwana Kayaya.
Okay, thank you. I know that in one of our languages in Western Province, it means a son who goes forever. You are welcome to your committee, CS Mwana Kayaya and your team. My name is Elliot Kamondo. I'm Member of Parliament for Mfumbwe in Northwestern Province.
Chair, good morning. And good morning. The House, Serenje, you are welcome to your committee. I am Mutelo Mishek, your humble servant, coming from Mitete and a member to this committee. I've always said to your colleagues, to you too, calm down. It's your committee.
Thank you,
Chair,
Honorable.
thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Chair. Good morning to you. Morning, Secretariat, all our permanent witnesses, Mr. Mwana Kayaya, and your team from Serenje Town Council. Good morning and congratulations. Obviously, you know the congratulations where it is going. Coming from Kalaba Pavuma is my name. I represent the good people of Sakere constituents, Kitwe in the Copper Belt.
The doctor.
Good morning, Chair, and welcome, Serenje, to your committee. I'm Honorable Dr. Aaron Mwanza, Member of Parliament for Kaumbwe constituency in Petauke district of the Eastern Province. Thank you.
Allow me to give an opportunity to our brother who just stepped in from the back also to introduce himself.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, everyone. My name is Simon Munyama from the Planning and Research Department, Office of the Auditor General.
Thank you very much. Having introduced ourselves, I'm Singombe Edgar, coming from Dundumwes constituency, sitting in this morning for our substantive chairperson. I'm just a member. So we will begin, sir, with your submission. As indicated from your document. After you've submitted, we're going to allow members of Parliament to seek points of clarification if there'll be any. So we can go through your paper, sir, and so that we begin.
Thank you very much, Chair. Chair, before I proceed, if you allow, I would like to make a correction on page 9 of the document.
Page?
Page 9 and
page
23.
9 of yes, page 9.
Chair, if you are there, just above where it says action taken, just above there is a sentence that starts with further December 2023. Are you there, Chair?
Above page 29.
Where it says page 9, where it says action taken.
Yes.
Above that heading, there's a sentence that is starting with further December 2023.
The one which starts with the council management wishes to report, page 9. Is it? Colleagues, are you?
On page 9, under cause of query.
Oh,
page
just
9.
on the top there. Okay. At the bottom of that page.
At the bottom.
Okay, fine.
Chair, it reads further December 2023. It's supposed to read further January 2024.
January 2024.
Further January 2024. Personal emoluments were paid.
Okay.
There where it says in January 2024 from, it's supposed to be from the savings of. I hope Chair have guided the committee properly. Yes. The same applies to page 23.
Page 23.
Page 23. Again, that's the sentence above there where it says further December 2023. It's a same correction, Chair.
Okay. Yeah.
At the same time, Chair, we realize, Chair, that there are reports in the report you have there which do not have photos in color. We wish to circulate them to you, Chair, through Secretariat.
Okay. Serenje, these things must be known to you, that each time you're coming before the committee, people want to appreciate the pictorial information by ensuring that everything is in color.
Well guided, Chair.
I know sometimes you do this after having watched 3-4 previous meetings that are televised. So let's just take it that each time you appear before this committee, let's endeavor, unless where it is completely impossible.
Thank you, Chair.
So you may take us through your paper, sir. You just read the query, code, and the remedial measures that you've put in place. That's the way we shall proceed.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, the first one is under specific audit findings, which is budget, income and expenditure. Chair, this relates to funds not collected. The cause of query, Chair. Chair, we wish to table them just as per revenue type as queried. So the first one, Chair, is under local taxes. The cause of query: management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that during the period under review, Council had not collected a total sum of 107,351 under local taxes due to resistance by ratepayers. Action taken: management wishes to submit that the Council had conducted a mass community sensitization exercise on the importance and obligation of paying property rates with support from the USAID Local Impact Project. Remedial measures: Chair, we wish to state that we have attached evidence, see Appendix 1. Remedial measures: the Council management wishes to submit that it will continue sensitizing the community on the importance of paying rates. To further intensify collection of revenue, the local authority will engage the court bailiffs to collect funds owed by the ratepayers. Under fees and charges, cause of query: management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that during the period under review, manganese transportation had reduced from an average of 280 tons per month to 84 per month, affecting the collectible amount by 70%. In addition, there was resistance to pay bus and market fees as well as low demand on survey fees. This led to revenue under collection of 1,633,920. Action taken: management wishes to submit that it had conducted the following: intensified routine collections of funds from revenue collections at checkpoints. Management with the district administration held stakeholder engagement meetings to resolve the issues of increased street vending. Management conducted community sensitization on the importance of paying market and bus station fees with the help of the USAID Local Impact Project. Conducted a joint operation with the state police to remove street vendors. Developed a customer service charter. Management wishes to further submit that the locally generated revenue performance for fees and charges increased by 47% in the financial year 2024 as shown in the table below. See Appendix 1, Chair, for evidence. Remedial measure: management wishes to submit that it will continue carrying out sensitization of the business communities and residents on the importance of paying fees and charges, and also penalty the defaulters. It will further continue carrying out the removal of street vendors. On licenses, Chair, cause of query, management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that during the period under review, there was low demand on firearm and ammunition licenses and low community compliance on paying dog levies, resulting in revenue under collection of 42,256. Action taken, management wishes to submit that following action was undertaken: intensified community sensitization with the support from the local USAID Local Impact Project on the importance of obtaining firearm, ammunition licenses and registration of dogs. Conducted a mass dog registration exercise, conducted a dog destruction exercise. Management wishes to further submit that the locally generated revenue performance for license increased by 16% for the financial year 2024 as indicated in the table below. We refer you to Appendix 1. Remedial measure, management wishes to submit that it will continue sensitizing the community with the help of ward development committees and charge penalties on defaulters, as well as conduct dog destruction exercise so that the council can continue to provide the required services. Under permits, cause of query, the council management wishes to report that during the period under review, an amount of 274,725 under fire certificates and health permits was not collected due to resistance by the business community undertaking mining and related businesses in far-flung areas of the district. Action taken, management wishes to submit that it had conducted sensitization to the affected communities with the help of the USAID Local Impact Project. Management further submits that the locally generated revenue performance for permits increased by 14% for the financial year 2024 as shown in the table below. We refer you again to Appendix 1. Remedial measure, the council management will continue to advise the community on the importance of paying charging penalties of the defaulters so that the council to provide of query. Management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that during the period under review, there was an undercollection of revenue amounting to 160,017 against the budgeted revenue due to competition in the hospitality industry within the district. Action taken, management to submit that it has to market motel services and maximize profit. Construction of the motel conference hall, which has since been completed. Introduction of weekly restaurant promotions referred to as Friday Matebeto. Conducted the 3 months promotion on accommodation for the period October 2024 to December 2024. Intensified social media advertising. Construction of wall fence in order to increase security for the guests at the motel. Drilling of a new borehole with an additional tank and tank stand to improve water recirculation system. Rehabilitation of the plumbing system at the council truck park toilet. Completion of a offense at the council truck park to improve security and reduce revenue leakages. We refer you to Appendix 2. Remedial measure, the council will continue to market motel services and implement strategic measures to maximize profit. Other income, cause of query, management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that under collection on other income amounting to 60,126 was due to low contribution from stakeholders such as mining firms and farmers within the district. Action taken, the council management wishes to submit that it conducted stakeholder engagement with various stakeholders in the district. Management further submits that other income collected in the financial year of 2024 increased by 21% compared to the financial year of 2023 as indicated in the table below. Remedial measure, the council will continue to increase engagement and sensitization of stakeholders on undertaking corporate social responsibility activities for the benefit of the community. Under Local Government Equalization Fund, cause of query, the council management wishes to report that during the period under review, a total amount of 596 1,741 was not received as local government equalization fund due to deductions towards state obligations and insurance that were instituted at source. Action taken, the council management wishes to submit that it has continued to engage the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development to update the records on the funds deducted at source with the local government equalization fund. We refer you to Appendix 3, Chair. Remedial measure, the council management will continue to engage the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development on funds deducted at source for timely update and local government equalization funds receipted. The 71,526 were unspent during the period under review due to work in progress on the construction of the Council Motel Conference Hall, fencing of the 1.5 hectares Council Track Park, and updating of the Council Valuation Row. Further, January 2024 personal emoluments were paid from the savings of the funds receipted during the period under review. Action taken, management wishes to submit that the 2,471,526 has been spent as at 9th January 2024. We refer you to Appendix 4. Remedial measure, management wishes to submit that it will ensure timely implementation of budgeted programs and projects and ensure expenditure within the financial year. Chair, I proceed to the other set, which is annual performance of the council. Chair, under performance, adverse performance on local revenue collection, I move to cause of query, revenue type by revenue type. Local taxes, cause of query, management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that during the period under review, council had not collected the total sum of 107,351 under local taxes due to resistance by ratepayers. Action taken, management wishes to submit that the council had conducted a community sensitization on the importance and obligations of paying property rates with the support from the USAID Local Impact Project.
Yeah, maybe since we've dealt with that, maybe you can go to the other issues.
Thank you, Chair. Well guided. Chair, I will refer you to
page 16.
Page 16, Chair. The cause of query. Management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that under... Sorry, Chair, let me take you to other income performance. My apologies, Chair. That is below action taken there, where it says 2024 other income performance.
We start from the deliverables targets. Page 16.
Thank you, Chair. So, Chair, let me refer you to page 18, where the management response starts from. That is under the deliverables targets and outputs not achieved. So, Chair, cause of query under local governance, management wishes to submit during the period under review, management had planned to hold one special council meeting to approve the budget and one special planning committee meeting to allocate plots. The meetings were not held as the budget was presented to the ordinary meeting, and there were no allocation of plots, Chair. That is under the period under review. So, action taken. Management wishes to submit that under the special committee meetings, it held the special plans committee and financial committee meetings in the following year to consider the budget and the allocation of plots respectively. We refer you to Appendix 5. Remedial measure, management will ensure that the special council and standing committee meetings are held as and when need arises as budget provision. Integrated development planning, cause of query, Management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that during the period under review, only 16 programs out of the targeted 18 programs under integrated development planning were not conducted due to financial constraints. Action taken, management wishes to submit that it has embarked on the following measures to maximize revenue to implement planned activities within preparation of the main valuation roll to capture all the mining smelting plants and other rateable properties within the district, create awareness to the community in advance on local taxes, permits, levies, licenses, fees and charges before the actual implementation. Intensify revenue collection task force to ensure that all revenue due to the council is collected. Improving infrastructure at revenue collection points by providing shelters, barriers and putting up signposts. Establishments of a fee-paying taxi rank and evening market. Constant updating the customer revenue database, weekly spot checks on revenue collection points, procurement of furniture for a newly constructed conference hall at the council motel, automation of revenue collection. Remedial measure, management will ensure that all planned programs are implemented as budgeted within the financial year. Public health and environmental protection, cause of query. Management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that during the period under review, a cumulative total of 4,800 tons of waste was collected against the target of 5,000 tons due to frequent breakdown of the council tractor. Further, the council did not register 202 dogs due to low compliance by the community. Action taken, management wishes to submit that the following action was undertaken. Repair of the council of more than 5,000 tons of waste, registration of 198 dogs in the financial year of 2024, procurement of a skip truck to enhance solid waste management. We refer you to Appendix 6, Chair. Remedial measure, management will ensure that all planned programs are implemented as budgeted within the financial year. Under public order and safety, cause of query, management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that 70% out of 100% applications for building permissions submitted were recommended for approval because the others had not met the minimum standards. Management wishes to submit that it conducted community sensitization meetings on various issues, including the importance of submitting building plans for approval and paying council fees. Further, all building permissions received were recommended for approval in the following year, 2024. Remedial measure, management will continue to sensitize the community and various stakeholders on the importance and the legal requirements of submitting building plans for approval and paying applicable council fees. Under resource mobilization and management, cause of query, management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that during the period under review, a supplementary valuation roll was not prepared as planned because the main valuation roll was expiring within the same year 2023, leading to a shift towards preparation of the main roll. Action taken, management wishes to submit that the valuation roll has been prepared. We refer you to Appendix 7. Remedial measures, management will ensure that all planned programs are implemented as budgeted within the same year. Further, council has embarked on the following to boost local revenue. Preparation of a main valuation roll to capture all the mining smelting plants and other rateable properties within the district. Create awareness to the community in advance on local taxes, permits, levies, license fees and charges before the actual implementation. Intensify revenue collection task force to ensure that all revenue due to the council is collected. Improving infrastructure at revenue collection points by providing shelters, barriers and putting up signposts. Establishment of a fee-paying taxi rank and evening market. Constant updating the customer revenue database. Weekly spot checks on revenue collection points. Procurement of furniture for a newly constructed conference hall at the council motel and automation of revenue collection. Chair, I take you to B, the cross-cutting issues. Appendix 1, audit opinion. Cause of query. Management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that during the period under review, there was an inclusion of cash at hand on note 22, which was not included in the statement of cash receipts and payments at the financial statements, hence being qualified. Action taken. Management wishes to submit that the financial statement has been corrected and restated for the financial year ending 2023 and now as an unqualified opinion. We refer you to Appendix 8. Remedial measure taken. Remedial measure. Management has noted the error that was caused and will ensure that such errors are avoided in future. Chair, Appendix 2, budget funding and expenditure, that is unspent funds. Cause of query. Management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that funds amounting to 2,471,526 were unspent during the period under review due to work in progress on the construction of the Council Motel Conference Hall.
I think we've dealt with that one as well.
Dealt with this. Thank you, Chair. Chair, with that guidance, I proceed to Appendix 15, overemployment of staff. Cause of query. Management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that at the time of audit there were 4 officers employed against 2 vacant positions. Management wishes to further submit that the mandate to deploy staff under the aforementioned category lay with the Local Government Service Commission. Action taken. Management has since informed the Local Government Service Commission on the serving excess staff. Management further submits that the Local Government Service Commission has since promoted the 2 sergeants to the position of senior security officer, leaving 1 officer on the position. The Human Resource Management Committee has recommended the stenographer for the promotion of personal secretary. We refer you to Appendix 9, Chair. Remedial measure. The Council management will continue reconciling its human resource information and update staff returns, which will be submitted quarterly to the Local Government Service Commission for their action. Appendix 16, failure to fill vacant positions. Cause of query. Management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that there were 13 positions which were filled against the establishment of 30 positions, leaving 17 vacancies. The vacancies were as a result of the Local Government Service Commission not filling in the various positions. Action taken. Management wishes to report that the Council has engaged the Local Government Service Commission through submission of quarterly staff returns for the Commission to recruit and deploy. Further, the Human Resource Management Committee has employed 2 revenue collectors and 1 office orderly. Management has also recommended the programmer for remedial manual concerning human resource information and update staff returns, which will be submitted quarterly to the Local Government Service Commission for action. Appendix 23, poor management of cause of query. Management acknowledges the findings of the auditor and wishes to submit that at the time of audit, the Council had not completed the approval process for establishing a waste disposal site. Action taken. The Council management wishes to submit that following action, the following action has been undertaken. 1. Submission of an environmental project brief for the proposed construction and operation of a general waste disposal facility. 2. Receipt of a non-objection letter from the Zambia Environmental Management Agency. 3. Payment of statutory fees for establishing a waste disposal facility. Management further submits that it is currently awaiting the approval of the Zambia Environmental Management Agency. We refer you to Appendix 11, Chair. Remedial measure. Management wishes to submit that it will continue making follow-ups with the Zambia Environmental Management Agency for the approval of the environmental project brief. Appendix 28, failure to settle statutory and other obligations. Cause of query. The council management wishes to submit that at the time of audit, the council had not paid statutory obligations amounting to 35,540,176 due to financial constraints. Action taken, management wishes to submit that it has been making efforts in liquidating the outstanding amounts of statutory obligations as funds become available. As at 6 January 2025, a total of 566,402.25 had been spent in liquidating the outstanding amount. We refer you to Appendix 12, Chair. Remedial measure, the council management has put in a system to ensure that all returns for statutory bodies are submitted and filed before the due date to avoid accumulation of penalties. Furthermore, council has embarked on the following to boost local revenue to settle outstanding obligation, Chair. That is the evaluation as stated, and then the creation of awareness to the community in advance, as you indicated, the Chair, in the other response. Chair, I take you to Appendix 29, fair to settle staff obligations, cause of query. Management wishes to submit that at the time of audit, a total amount of 5,012,960 in respect of staff obligations was not paid due to financial constraints. Management wishes to submit that it has been making efforts in liquidating the outstanding amounts of staff obligation as funds become available. As at January 2025, a total of 570,457.51 had been spent on liquidating the outstanding amount. We refer you to Appendix 13. The council management, under remedial measure, the council management has allocated a minimum of 10,000 monthly towards liquidating staff obligation. Furthermore, council has embarked on the following to boost local revenue to settle outstanding obligations. That is as stated, Chair, even in the other responses. Chair, in conclusion, I wish to assure the committee that the remedial measures that have been submitted to the committee will be implemented and reviewed for further improvement. This is submitted, Chair, for your deliberation. I thank you, Chair.
Thank you so very much. Colleagues, now we'll go into asking our witness on points of clarifications. We shall be, we will ensure that we stick to time. So I'll start with Dr. Mwanza.
Thank you, Chair. We take the committee to page 22. Page 22 to be read in conjunction with Appendix 4. Just the unspent funds of 2,471,526. The cause of the query, management has stated here that these funds during the period under review were due to work in progress on the construction of the council motel, conference hall, fencing of the 1.5 hectare council park, and updating of the valuation. When we go to Appendix 4, we see a ledger, and in the ledger, the first ledger, you are showing two other projects have surfaced on the ledger. The construction of Mpemba Bridge and the construction of Kababa Bridge, which is not mentioned on page 22. And so, just on this, what would you like to withdraw the statement on page 22 to have promised your committee that these funds, 2.4 million kwacha, were only spent on work in progress at the Council Motel, fencing and the valuation row. Before we go into the
On the same concern,
before we go
yes.
into other questions pertaining to these projects.
Yes, Chair. Just to add, that page is coming from page 9. That's where the appendix 4 is coming from. But in the cause of grace, there's fencing of track
park.
Track park. In the ledger, it's not there. Here you mention of this, you go in the ledger, like it has also been said, you go there, sir. Now the bridges are appearing. Would they like, that's the question, to resubmit, to correct, so that we have a proper following on this? Thank you, Chair.
CS, do you have an explanation to that question or questions coming from honorable members?
Thank you very much, Chair. Chair, I'll begin with the last one. Chair, on the last one, the track park, Chair, we are using it, we apologize, we are using it interchangeably with the dry pot. So the track park is basically our same dry pot. So that I think refers to the last question. On the first question, Chair, I'll call upon Director Engineering to just give more details on the bridge, so that, Chair, we respond to the first query in relation to the two bridges that were not captured under equalization.
Yes, Director.
Chair, the bridges were part of the expenditure that is indicated here. These are two bridges that we constructed during the period under review, and they have since been completed.
Doc?
The question is, would you like to withdraw this statement on page 22? Because it is very clear that 2,471,000 was spent only on 3 projects. Well, assuming that the projects, as per your ledger, you have shown that you went further to spend on Mpemba Bridge and the Kababa Bridge. On the same appendix 4, you have given payment vouchers to account for this money. These payment vouchers, they are not payment vouchers actually, they are bank instructions. You are just instructing the bank to transfer money to beneficiaries. Just take an example, the first one. On appendix 4, the instruction. Transfer of funds, 160,745. There's no page, but I'm sure we were there. From capital projects account number so to Jiulu General Trading and the contractors. This is from council to instruct the bank, but there's no response from the bank. Either they paid or not, through payment vouchers, through bank statement. It's just an instruction, all of them, they're just instructions to account for the 2.44 million. Why? Further, the 2.47 million, when I add all the amounts, assuming they were paid, there's an accounted for 460,570. so DF can assist. Just add, to compare with your ledger, there is an explained money of 460,670.
Addition?
We hear you, sir. But the work in progress is on page 9 and page 22. All those pages, the 2 bridges are not there. Chair, it could not be a mistake. This is a repeated work. But when you read page 9 and page 22, they will still come out the same. Further, thank you. It is true a dry port is a truck parking. We have also not seen the pictures for the dry port. But we are seeing pictures for the bridges that we are not part and parcel of this. Then the surplus or the deficit of the monies equal to 2,471,000. Just augmenting. Thank you, sir.
CS?
Thank you very much, Chair. Chair, I wish to withdraw that initial statement, to correct it, to add those other projects that were not captured initially in our statement. Further to that, Chair, I wish to indicate that we agree, Chair, we have no reason to defend ourselves, that in our submission there is an omission of photos for the dry port. However, we have them, Chair, and with your indulgence, we should be able to submit them through Secretariat, if that is allowed, Chair. Then, Chair, allow me to call upon Director of Finance just to comment on the bank statements that are not there, and the 460,570 deficit that has been mentioned.
Go ahead, Director.